Hey y'all, welcome to my show, and today I'm just gonna be rambling on about a little bit of everything. Enjoy. Good evening, guys, or afternoon, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, so y'all, I stayed up till for over 24 hours, doing videos and getting my life together, and posting and stuff like that. I just, am working on staying consistent. And I'm at the point where I remember it was like, I think when I stopped caring about who watched and who didn't, people would get around to it. I am learning YouTube. I'm learning how to do like the tags and stuff like that. And I'm actually studying because I know the importance of hashtags. And I'm also learning. Oh, I thought somebody was walking out. I thought somebody was walking out, walking by my window. I'm on the bottom floor, and they shouldn't be up here walking right here. But I mean, it's weirdos in Las Vegas, so yeah. But I got some really good ideas. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be even more excited when all my equipment comes and I'm able to, have the streaming software that I need for my desktop, and so that I'm able to do everything that I need to do with that. And I can actually go to, I'll be able to, like, be on my desktop with my webcam. And then, if I want to show you guys something, an example, if I want to, mirror my phone, to be able to go and show you a post, like say on the neighborhood talk, or show you a meme or something like that, I'll be able to do those things. So that's what I'm manifesting. That's what I'm manifesting. And all that stuff. And I got, a lot of stuff, but it's like I need more things. And it's like your computer tower costs a grip. And all the things that you need, like your webcam, webcams, they don't cost that much. They only like 29 bucks. Then I had to get a vlogging kit for my phone. It's just a lot of stuff that you have to do, but I just decided to stop making excuses. I got so many signs from so many people, basically telling me, hey, just get up and go for your dreams. So that's what I'm doing. And I just wanted to talk to y'all, um, because it makes me feel better to get all these things out on things that I need to do. Um, Other than that, I had a pretty good day, just very draining, tired. I have to stop taking everything I do. I don't know. It's so crazy. I'm just made so different, y'all. Like I'll be so down with so much stuff. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, and then next thing you know, when I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what it's gonna be about. Then, oh, dang, when it start to feel like work, then I'm like, I give up. But then in a way, no, making playlists for my station head station, that's not work. That's like, I love music. I love music more than I love anything else. And that's a fact, because music has saved me. So why would I, feel like I don't want to dab in that? And another thing though, I do think is because I have a hard time focusing. That is something that I really, really, really need to work on. I have a very hard time focusing. I could go and be like, okay, I'm gonna do a post about this. And then so I have to go somewhere to look for something and or research something. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go from, okay, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do. And next thing you know, I've been in one, my mind been to wandered off, and I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. And it's just like, Erica, what's going on? So these are some of the things that I need to work on. And I think that one of the ways is that you have to stay stress free. Thank God I'm not like in a large amount of stress. It's just normal shit. You know what I'm saying? That I gotta go through, and that's just what it is. Now, let's talk about what the F happened today in politics. So, what the F happened today in politics? I don't know what's about to happen with y'all President Trump. First, the first legal team he had, they, skipped on him because they were wanting to go on, the fact that they feel like it's unconstitutional to impeach him when he's not in office anymore. But no, Trump, he wants to argue about the widespread voter fraud that never happened. But that's what he wants to argue about. And it's just like, hey, bro, y'all like the light like this, or I like it like this? Yeah, that's better. Like, bro, chill out. Like, you lost. And it's like, how many L's do you take in a 3-month period? How many L's are we allowed in a 3-month period? Because I would sure like to know how many L's. Somebody get in the comments and let me know how many L's are we allowed to have in a 2 to 3 month period, because dude has taken so many L's. He has taken so many L's. It's not even funny. And the fact that he still believes, and he is still wanting to push the narrative that he lost this election due to voter fraud and all this crazy stuff that he came up with. People cheated, dead people was voting, a gang of them, and it just was a lot. And it's like, you lost. Donald Trump could easily go into the world and get him a goddamn reality show or something. And he could do it. People is gonna watch. 74 million people voted for Donald Trump. I just want some candy. 74 million people voted, 75 million people voted for Donald Trump. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. So he got a base. He got a base where people will, watch him, feed into all his lies. Because his followers, they are like, and it's crazy. I sit up here and think to myself, like, what do they have on, what does Trump have on the Republicans? Lindsey Graham especially. I think that the Republican Party has, like, they wear cotton candy thongs. They is real pussies. I'm just going to say what it is. And I've never been a Republican. And I know back in the day, the blacks did, support the Republican Party. It was a different Republican Party, though, back then when the blacks supported it. And the Democrats, they was the ones off the chain and really racist. But, to me, even though I love politics the way I do, I know what's up. You know what I'm saying? I know it kind of don't matter. Like, we really, as black people, have to just get out there and do our own thing. Like, we can't even be worried about, like, reparations, like my homegirl Kelly said, because we don't even belong anywhere. The reason why we can't get reparations is because we don't belong anywhere. We don't have our own nation. We don't have our own flag. We don't even have our own dang language. We don't have nothing. And the history that we got it's been watered down. I look at my black history now, since I've learned so much and opened my eyes to so much. I look at my black history now as the black history I saw coming up with my own physical eyes to see what happened. Because a lot of the times, you think about all these. I think about when I was in school and how in the history books, and mind you, I'm 51, so I was going to school. I started going to school in 1974, and graduated in 87. So for me to see, or to remember how the history books were, and how we were in it like that. I remember learning about Martin Luther King. I remember learning about, the civil rights movement. I didn't know nothing about Jim Crow. Not in school. My mother had to tell me about all that. My mother had to tell me about the Black Panthers. My mother had to tell me about Rosewood. My mother had to tell me about all that. My mother had to tell me about Malcolm X. My mother had to tell me about Elijah Muhammad. And she wasn't with the Nation of Islam, but she was down with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just down with the movement of them, black people just sticking together. You know what I'm saying? When I think of the Nation of Islam, I do think of that. And I know no movement is perfect, but I mean, I just love the Nation of Islam. Um, it kind of, you know what? It was kind of like, I think that if we would, as black people, just all stick together and just get united, even if we don't get along. If we would just all stick together, I think that it would make a great difference. It would make a huge difference if we just all stuck together and started working together, and stop waiting around for somebody to give us something. Because I'm sorry to inform y'all, them white people ain't giving us nothing. Okay? And before we get started, I am not racist. I don't think black people can be racist. I'm one of those that believe that. But what I'm saying is, like, I was even looking on CNN this morning, and they were talking about how 20 some odd percent of 20 some odd percent of white Americans have already gotten the vaccine in certain, in this, I forgot what city it was in, and only 5% of black Americans have gotten it. Now, you can argue, well, the black people was talking about they ain't getting it. Whatever, but it's a bunch of people out there that want it. My daddy got it. He was able to get it. But in some places, they don't make it easy for people of color to get that vaccine. And I just be wondering sometimes, like, because I'm black and I know a lot of black people, and I just be feeling like, are we really dying like that in record numbers because, like, you gotta know. And I know several people that got COVID that were black, that are black. So I know a bunch of people, but it's just kind of like, I'll be wondering if they fluffing the numbers on us so that they don't cause panic. Message. I don't know. But, I'm just talking my ish. It's just crazy, but yeah. Happy Black History Month. Also, I find it sad that all this stuff is happening in the black community. Like, it be saddening me. Like the little girls that killed that girl, and the girls was like 12 through 14, like, or the dude that did, now watch me win, and watch me nay, and watch me win, watch me nay. He just got charged and arrested yesterday for killing his cousin. I believe somewhere in New York, y'all know about that girl that got her eye, that dude bit her eye because she didn't want to accept, you know, him to buy her something, or he was trying to, flirt or whatever, and she didn't accept that. She probably was just trying to get home, had a long day, just wanted to get home and chill out and probably get to her babies because she probably been at work all day. So they finally arrested him. Then you got the dude that killed his mother because she told his 22-year-old bum ass to go get a job. Because he probably was laying up on his mama. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say what it is. I want to speak the real. We oftentimes be letting our kids do a little bit too much. Sorry, guys. I had to stop and start. That's another reason why I took and edited it off, because sometimes I'm going to have to edit because I'm going to stop. That's a little edit. I don't know. Anyway, I was talking about these children. And I think this generation, my generation of parents, we deal with our grown children a lot. And they drama. And I think it's more than what my mama, was dealing with. Because I was up out of her stuff at like 16, gone. That chocolate got me parched. But drink it all. Because I hate when I do that. Be like, why did I just drink all of it? But yeah, I think that sometimes I think that we be let our kids slide on so much, and I'm talking about the parents that have to deal with the grown kids. So I think that a lot of the times we let our grown kids slide on so much because we are thinking back on how our parents may have treated us, and you don't want to be that way, about your babies, so you don't do the things that your parent would do. You know what I'm saying? I am one who, more want to be more supportive to my kids and not really tear them down. But sometimes, you be having to cuss them niggas out, especially the ones that's grown. They really be feeling themselves. And so, yeah, you be having to deal accordingly. But it goes back to, I was a fatherless daughter, and my kids was fatherless. They daddies weren't there. They, there now, but they weren't there in very important parts of their lives, where they needed a father, especially my sons. You know what I'm saying? They remember, all they know about their daddies is that their daddies was in and out of jail. And that's not, we have to, as a people, start doing better. And I'm talking about mamas and daddies, because it's deadbeat mamas out here too. It's abusive mamas out here too. It's mamas that's out here that they not supportive to, just like the daddies. And now I've seen more in these times of the mamas leaving the kids more, just as long as with the daddies doing it. And then the grandparents are, we have to pick up the pieces and stuff like that. And we have to, pick up the torch and help raise our grandchildren. I was raised by my grandma. So, yeah, I was raised by a lot. It really took a village to raise me. If I had knew that I needed to just deal with my childhood trauma, and had I dealt with my childhood trauma, everything would have been different for me. Man, I wish I had knew that. I wish I had knew that. I really wish I had knew that. I wish I had knew that all I had to do was get some real good therapy and start reaching back and dealing with stuff that I locked in the closet of my mind. as I say, my mental Rolodex. Now I'm calling it a memory card because, we not keeping information in Rolodex and files and stuff like that. Not physical files. We got digital files. So my memory card. Yeah. It's crazy too because you can like go back. I was just listening to a song the other day and thought of something that happened in my childhood and was like, damn, I forgot about that. But the song made me remember that time, which made me remember the thing that happened. And I was just like, the 70s was off the chain, baby. The 70s was off the chain, and it it just was. And me not having my father, when that man molested me, I didn't have nobody to protect me. My granddad was old, and I didn't know at the time he was, fighting lung cancer until it was too late. But it's like when I was going through that stuff, I never felt protected. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom was doing her own thing, and then I think that when, I got older, because I had my first daughter when I was 15. And I think that once I got older and my mama, felt like she couldn't control me no more, she was like, bye. Mm-mm. It's the way that she did it that I wonder what the hell is wrong with her deep inside. And why isn't she dealing with it? Because she's still the same way. My mother is a Capricorn. I wish I knew what year she was born, so not what year. I wish I knew what time she was born so that I could, I wish I could, I want to look up her chart if I had the time of her birth. But I don't. Because I need to know what's up with her. My mama is a Capricorn. I'm a Gemini, but I know my birth chart. I just don't know hers, but it's like, for me, my experience with being a Gemini and having a Capricorn mother is like, I actually need to do some research on that because we can't get along for the life of us. We just, I don't know, we just can't. Y'all, we just can't. We can't. I don't know why. Like we just can't. We can't get along. I want to get along with her. Fixing my light. And I've done everything to try and get along with her. But my mother is really one of those people that is very stubborn and set in her ways. And she just ain't. She felt like I was a horrible, teenager or whatever, a horrible child. And she holds me to stuff that I did when I was like 10, sometime 8, 13. When you did this and you did that, damn, like, ain't we, what year is it? Like, and I remember one day I just got tired and I wrote her and I told her, like, I'm looking for a lighter, y'all. I need me some. Palo Santo really calms my nerves. And so I just be wanting to have it. And I'm looking for a lighter. So hold up. And I'm back. Yeah, but Palo Santo calms me. When I be talking about my mom, I be getting like hyped up. I'm getting better though. I remember it was a time I wouldn't even told my mother how I felt. Damn, Travis Scott's Astro World has now surpassed 500 billion streams. What the heck? Travis Scott out here getting that money. Getting that money. Dang. So my notifications are coming up because if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I will leave the link in my comments so that you can, in my description so that you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram page be lit. It'd be a little bit of political. It'd be a little bit of foodie. It'd be a little bit of hair because I love them hair videos. They are so calming to me. It'd be a little bit of funny. It'd be a little bit of Black Lives Matter. It'd be a little bit of everything. It's just an all around, multi-purpose page. I love fire too. I'll be like looking. I love to fire gaze. I really, really, really do. I love the fire gaze. Love sitting. If I could sit, like and look at a fire pit and just sit by a fire pit, or like sitting looking into the fireplace and just watching the log burn, but not even really focusing on the log, focusing on the flames, is something very therapeutic about fire gazing. Just like sun gazing. I think that the sun, for me, for us people, black peoples, is our medicine. That's how we keep this melanin protected. The melanin, to me, is like our built-in, like, what is that? What them people got to use? Sunscreen. That's what I feel like. I just be rambling. I just be want to be on here talking. Once my channel starts to grow, I want people to start coming in and like leaving comments and telling me things that they want to talk about. Like the fact, I could talk about this real quick. So I was on the neighborhood talk, and I'm gonna actually I'm gonna put the link in the video so you can go to the exact post that I'm about to tell you about. So basically, Khloe Kardashian, Twitter is dragging her right now because, let me see. Twitter is dragging Khloe Kardashian because she put some darker skin emojis on a post of hers. And people was like, ain't you white unless you gonna say OJ is your daddy. It is so much. It is so much. They was going in on her. I'm about to go in. Go. I'm going on the neighborhood talk. This phone, man, it be going so slow. I do not know. My iPhone do not move this slow. But my Android, and this is a Samsung, it's moving slow. Okay, so it says, and this is on the neighborhood talk. Twitter drags Khloe Kardashian for using quote unquote colored emojis. Like, why? So I'm gonna definitely let you guys I'm about to put the link, because I don't know how y'all social media, but the way our social media is, I see the posts. Unlike other people, I actually read the captions, or if it's the little, story behind the post, I read all of that. And then I go into the comments, because that's where the magic happens. These people be in the comments. They be doing way too much, and it be so damn funny. I be in here sometimes crying real tears, laughing at the comment section all over social media, especially in the neighborhood talk. Me and my fellow neighbors, we ignorant and we don't know how to act. Shout out to Kyle from the neighborhood talk. I love Kyle. I had been following him ever since the Shade Room. And then when he left the Shade Room, and all that stuff happened, I actually cut off I blocked the Shade Room so I didn't have to see any of their posts. And I've been supporting the neighborhood talk ever since, even from the first day when they got that page, and then they got snatched, and then they had to make another one. Then they had the neighborhood talk. Then they had the neighborhood talk 2. Then they took the neighborhood talk 1 away, and then we all had to go over to the neighborhood talk 2. And I think it's fucked up that he was almost at 500,000 followers, and then they took the neighborhood talk 2 away, and now he back at the neighborhood. He got his original page back, and not the original, but yeah, they ended up giving him his old page back, taking the one that was getting too big for them niggas, and we still here. That's the thing. And it's like, why y'all doing that to him? Like, I could see if he was being problematic and stuff like that. It's just crazy. This social media world, it's like really cutthroat, and I don't understand it. Why do everybody gotta fight over a spot? Why do everybody? Because I don't care. I be all over social media, right? So I could see something. I'll go to people that did the same post, but look into it. It's the way they delivery may be different, but they're all thriving. They all have hundreds of thousands of followers, and they all, get the same stuff. So it's like really no reason to fight with no other bloggers. And I never could understand that on YouTube with the mukbang community, Warren and stuff, and even in the tarot community, people they be arguing and stuff in the spiritual community, and it's like, I follow a few. It's a few. Oh, I need to go in that clubhouse because Mate's talking about the 1%. I might have to leave you guys. No, but yeah, it's like it's enough for everybody. It really is. And you know how I know it's enough for everybody? Look at all these people in the world that have billions and trillions of dollars. It's enough. You got people making millions of dollars. You got people on TikTok making, it's all kind of ways we can make money. So why are you going to argue and try and tear somebody's page down because you just don't want them to get their shine, because you just is an asshole? Like, we gotta do better as humans. And that's it.